All right, so I'm going live right now. Check, check, check.
Do y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hold on, let me.
You're.
Hello, hello. Do y'all hear me? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I can hear. Yeah, I can hear Brandon. Jared, can you say something?
Okay.
Hola.
Yeah. So, did I see chat in there? Why is this telling me to sign in? I see incredibly. They're watching. If you guys pull up the full power, pull up the full power podcast. Nah, this isn't his. This is Rifty Beats. He don't want to listen. I keep trying to tell him to make some Dragon Ball shit, but he makes his own.
I did.
Nah. You use like a you use like your own sample thing.
Did you still have it, no?
I do somewhere.
Play that shit.
Zombie.
That shit's the best one that I've ever had for that in particular. We're not live though, no?
No, we are live. That's what I'm saying. You guys can pull up you can pull up the stream so you can see the chat. I haven't turned it on to like they can hear us. They just can't see us right now. I figure I'd give people a chance to come through. And you still haven't seen the trailers, right, Brandon?
Negative.
All right, Jared, did you see them? 'Cause I sent them to you.
I saw him.
All right, I'm gonna copy paste it real quick for Brandon. There's that's the trailer for the gameplay, and this.
Are we gonna be able to hear the music you're playing?
You can't hear it right now.
Nah.
Hold on,
Well,
I think I have to change
I
it.
can't.
Yeah, no, cause he said he couldn't. One sec. I know why. Here, you should be able to hear it now.
There it is.
Yeah, I just wanted to change it up, hit some Rifty. All right, guys. Yo, chat, what's going on?
What's this dope?
What's what? The trailer? Are you watching the trailer?
Nah, this the tune.
Oh, it's Rifty Beats.
That's kind of hard.
All right. So
Oh.
watch the DAIMA one first. While you do that, I'm gonna open up so these folks can see us. So no, y'all can y'all don't gotta wait any longer for this show. What's going on, everybody?
I got some pork chop.
Ooh, you eating? Damn, good reminder. I gotta do that at some point after this.
Got some chuleta.
Ooh,
Chuleta.
not shout out to the chuleta, not the chicharron.
I had that yesterday.
Fire. Nice. All right. Well, guys, welcome back for another live edition, another full power podcast. It's your boys right here. All right. We got myself. We got my man IQ, not so little Ooch. And then brother Ooch over there just catching up, just got back from the gym. He's watching the two trailers that we're going to be pretty much discussing with you guys right now live. So say what?
Is that a movie or is that what we're about to fucking?
So the DAIMA trailer and the Sparking Zero trailer are what came out over the weekend.
Well, no, but DAIMA's the anime, correct?
Yeah, DAIMA's the anime that's coming out in the fall. Sparking Zero is a continuation of that series. Yeah, you knew this. This is not new information. So which one you want to talk about first? Because I figure DAIMA is probably something that I'm sure people will. Well, that one's a lot shorter. It's like a minute long. You're probably watching it right now anyway.
I'm watching Sparking.
Oh, you're still on that one? Okay.
I finished Daima already.
Oh, okay. Yo, Sean P, what's going on? Chat, what's going on? I'm about to put out a tweet to let the folks know that we are currently live. Oh, actually, let me do it from here. Let me do it really fast. So, everyone that's in the chat, let us know what you guys thought about that trailer. And I'm talking about Daima and for Sparking Zero. And tell me when you're done, Brandon.
Ooh.
Okay.
Alright. Well, I finished both.
Ever thought about braiding your hair? Finally gave up on the man bun myself and looks clean. I have. I can't remember the last time I actually. I don't know
got
if
the braids on right now.
Yeah, but yours is.
It's covered now. Cause
Yeah.
when I had the headset on, I don't want to fucking that. Fucking that.
Let me see. Okay. I just made the tweet right now, so go ahead. Follow us on Twitter at Full Power Pod. Like, retweet, let the folks know we're live right now with this live discussion. Okay, so let me see what these comments are saying. Like the animation for Daima and for Sparking Zero, it looks like there's gonna be a whole bunch of characters, like over 100. I guess we're gonna talk about Sparking Zero first. So, all right. So from the trailer, IQ, what were your impressions? What did you think about it? What are your thoughts overall?
No Ultra Instinct, so I'm sad.
Not yet.
Well,
I wanted the show. I wanted the showcase.
Yeah, I figured they were gonna show it low key after them
wanted
going
the
through all the
showcase.
forums.
Yeah, so it seemed like how they handled the trailer, it seemed like they basically like really kept it to Goku, Vegeta. And if you noticed, they kept them even throughout the entire thing. Even so much to the point where, I don't know if you caught this, Brandon, but there was a part where Goku is fighting Vegeta as Super Saiyan 2 and they're even, but he didn't have the Majin symbol, which I don't think we ever seen like that in the anime ever. And then when he's fighting Super Saiyan 3, then he has the Majin. So that was like very interesting. I don't know if they're going to actually keep that for the trailer, but I mean, I don't know if they're going to keep that from the trailer, I should say. But it is
SSJ3 is the same as
well,
equal to
Majin was never equal to Super Saiyan.
Well, no. I'm not saying they're equal. I'm just saying, like, in terms of like how they like showed off all their transformations, they had like an equal amount. Even though like I wouldn't necessarily. I mean, I guess you might consider the Majin Super Saiyan 2 version stronger than just normal Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. But that's, I'm not trying to dig into that can of worms. That just sounds like a fucking mess to even, try to talk about, because I feel like it's pointless anyway. I just thought that whole thing was cool. It is really cool to see that the giant transformation fights are still happening. We did see the Ozaru Vegeta in there. We have tried. Some of us have tried Power World. We'll talk about that at the
Our
end.
World is game of the year.
It is. It is a fire game. We'll get to it. We'll get to it later. So, but as far as this freaking Sparking Zero trailer, yo, the animations, the way everything looks, and even the maps, like the background and all that shit, it looked crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. I actually did a reaction video for that and the DAIMA trailer, so I'm hoping that I can get those out sooner than later. It is a little hard. Hey, yo, shout outs for the level 1 membership. I appreciate that. Yo, thank you. Thank you so much. Shout outs. Keep doing your thing. I'm here for it. Oh yeah, we'll definitely be here for it every Monday, guys. Between 9 and 9:30. This week was 9:30. Last week was 9, but we're around that ballpark for Monday nights to get you guys live. And as for anyone that might be new, we have bi-weekly episodes coming out every Fridays. This Friday is a released episode, so look forward to that and hit that sub button if you haven't already. So yeah, so my man brother Uj, did you have anything else that you figured or that you wanted to like talk about or mention about that Sparking Zero?
Nothing crazy. I mean, the graphics look clean, but I don't really have many other comments on it, just because it's a trailer, I guess.
It's the first official gameplay trailer though.
Well, yeah, but I don't know how it plays.
Yeah.
Myself. So I don't. I can't say much.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
They also showed the character screen, the character select screen at the end.
Oh, you caught that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, and like each transformation had their own thing.
Had their own character slot.
I saw Broly in there though.
That means it's probably gonna be like Pengoku's.
So all right.
Vegeta's.
So I'm gonna say it like this, okay? And I said this in my video. I'm gonna tell y'all now. Yo, what's going on? Everyone that's joining in. I don't want people to get their hopes up. Like, I don't think, and I'm gonna ask this now, and I'm gonna have you guys follow up with when I tweet this on the Full Power Podcast Twitter account, and I'll retweet it from my personal. I want everyone to be involved in this question. I want people's guesses. Base roster, no DLC. How many characters are we getting on that disc? Because I saw someone worse than a demon. They said over 100.
Yeah, but like there's 20 Gokus.
Yo, that's like one of the issues, and that's like honestly like that's how Tenkaichi 3 built up the majority of its roster. It had like over like 130 characters, and like a good chunk of them is like the like same characters, multiple iterations of transformations and stuff like that. So like in my mind, I'm like really hopeful like I'm wrong. Like I truly I hope that they do blow my expectations out the water, and I hope that they do give everybody like what I'm sure some are expecting, where it's like, oh yeah, like we are gonna give you guys like all these fucking characters off rip. But like that's the thing, like they have to be unique. And it is weird though if you count every transformation as a separate character. Like I feel like we're past that, especially if it's like they doing the same moves. Now if they're doing different moves, like if it's a whole new unique set of moves, then okay, fine, I suppose that's dope. But yeah, like that's kind of where I'm at with that. And like I'm humbly predicting that we're lucky if we get 50 characters at base roster. 50. Before I said like 35, but 50 is like, I think somewhat like, I think that's okay for a Dragon Ball game, especially if they're gonna have some super characters in there. Yo, what's going on, Ant-Man? But yeah, like IQ, what do you think? What's your guess?
40.
40? What about you, Bren?
I don't know.
I did see Broly and Jiren on the character select screen too.
They're obviously gonna be in there. At
Maybe
least 80
40,
to 100 base. Yo, listen, like I said, I want to be wrong because I'm just putting out there what I think just based on how the industry is with games nowadays. You know, I know everyone's expecting some Budokai Tenkaichi roster off the jump, but like I said, I hope I'm wrong because I would love for there to be a shitload of characters. I want to be wrong for this, and I'm saying it like this because I just have a weird feeling that people are going to get upset based on how they do deliver this game. But yo, it would be wonderful to be wrong about a fucking Dragon Ball Z fighting game because then that means everyone's going to be happy.
Bro, you realize, like, I don't even know, man. I feel like if they're gonna have that many people, like, in the roster, like, even, like, 80 plus, like, that means that, what, like, Goku's gonna have all his transformations. Because Goku has already, like, practically two handful of transformations himself.
Yeah, you know the
So,
funny
I
part?
mean, that's the only way it makes sense to add that many characters. If it's gonna be like 40 to 50, then it's like, what, half the selection is gonna be fucking Goku, or
And-
he's gonna take up a third. So it only makes sense if the base is gonna be that high, like a 80 to 100 off rip. If they're gonna add in all of Goku and Vegeta's transformations together, because
Yeah.
they'll take up like fucking almost a quarter of the selection.
Yeah, I mean,
themselves.
yeah, like honestly, like that's a great deduction. Like that's what you said is very true and very smart. And it's like, you know, it's an educated thing to say. But I don't know, like for whatever reason, I mean, as far as when it comes to Dragon Ball, they've been on a track record where they have kind of, you know, they've let us down in many different ways. I mean, DAIMA, which we haven't even started talking about, has been something that a lot of people have been very vocal about how like upset they are with this, despite it looking amazing, having great animation, and the quality is going to be consistent the whole way through. Obviously, this is taking stuff out of GT as far as like, you know, them being kids again and everything like that, but we'll get more into that later. But my point with Sparking Zero is that like I truly hope that I'm wrong. I want I at the end of the day, I want them to be 200 fucking characters. I want that shit to be like Mugen. I don't even know if you remember that shit, but like that was one. Mugen is like a fan made game where you could just add whatever characters you want from anything, like literally from anything. They fucking have Ronald McDonald in that bitch. You know, the Hamburglar, Barney, like Broly's in there. Like it's ridiculous. But I would love for them to have so many characters. And plus, when you look at the super roster, Dragon Ball Z, GT, they could fit that many, especially if they're counting transformations as their own characters. Dragon Ball is an IP that can do that. So who knows? 80 to 100 though, that would be sick. Neo,
Kind of like what Ant-Man said.
well, go ahead, read it.
I mean, he said unless they have variation options for permanent characters like Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan, etc. So, I mean, from what I take out of that is more so, and this is what I was kind of thinking too. They should definitely. It's probably not gonna happen, at least in this game, but maybe in the future they should definitely like add like that variation selection in a sense. So like, let's say we'll start with Goku, and then you know he has all his transformations, but like in that one selection.
Yes.
So like you get to pick
Yes, I agree.
like it's instead of its own like two entities, like
Yeah.
two characters. It should
Right.
be one, and he should have multiple slots
Yeah.
in it, just like any other character at least. And then at that point it could be a smaller selection pool, essentially. You know, but
Yeah.
it'll be a variety of characters instead of just like it looking like a fucking shit
Oh
show.
yeah, no, I'm not gonna like if the whole character selection screen you have like 20 Gokus, 20 Vegetas, and then Krillin, Piccolo. Cause like Fighters kind of did that, but like on a lower scale. It was like, all right, 3
Yeah,
Gokus.
yeah. Well, the funny thing is, this is like a trope with anime games. Usually they'll have like Like I believe in Ultimate Ninja Storm, Naruto has like 7 or 8 Narutos, and like Sasuke has the same
'cause we
amount.
got Naruto the last, the young,
Right.
and then all his other like Sage mode and stuff.
So, but my thing is this, like, to have a consolidated character selection screen where it's like, yes, you still have all those transformations that you could start from or with, whatever. But I think what would be really, really OD is if you had that and then every transformation, the moveset changed. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was also referring to.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, so like that would be fire. And that
That'd
way,
be
like
great.
when you have this big roster of characters, it really looks like a roster. Like it doesn't look like how like Jared was saying, like you have all these Gokus, all these Vegetas just lined up and just looks silly. You know what I'm saying?
Like you shouldn't, for example, let's say it was like a multi-mode character selection type of game mode in a sense, where you can, pick 2-3 characters. You should not be able to fucking pick 3 Gokus if you wanted to.
Yeah, like what would also be interesting is if like they even categorize it by series. So it's like you have like a page for Dragon Ball, and then you have a page for all the Z characters, a page for GT, and a page for Super. That would be interesting. It would be nice for organization and all that type of shit. But then if you have like, if you could just organize it by, you just have everybody on there. Like, this is what I wanted to say before I lose it. Like, Super Smash Bros. Melee has like 25, 26 characters. Now imagine that number, but with just Goku and Vegeta could probably just fill that up themselves. Like if you count everything, like base Goku, Kaioken, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, Ultra Instinct when that gets announced. And I'm missing one.
You could do Super Saiyan 4.
Super Saiyan 4. That's 10
say
for
GT?
Goku.
And then you're not even doing GT
Yo,
Gokus.
Kid
GT
Goku, GT Goku, Daima Goku. Like, I'm sure they're gonna put his ass in there. They're gonna put
But his little ass transformations too. GT Super Saiyan.
yeah,
GT Super Saiyan 3.
Super. Nah,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, bro.
That's
telling
so
you.
right there. You prove my point. That's 15 Gokus. That's 15 Gokus, and then do Vegeta. Same thing. Base Vegeta, Super Saiyan 2, Majin,
Grade 8 Vegeta.
Grade 8 Vegeta, Super
You
Saiyan
forgot
4.
the super Vegeta.
God,
The
Baby-
bulky.
sure,
Baby
you
Vegeta.
Super Saiyan 1.5 Vegeta with the fucking muscles. Baby Vegeta, but that's a separate thing anyway. And then what? Super Saiyan God, Blue, and then
4.
they could technically do the 4. So we're
Diamond Gatorade.
Bulma Rage Vegeta. That's fucking funny. Nah, that'd be OD. But let me see. I'm trying to think. And then they could technically do Blue Evolution. I call it Blue Gatorade Diamond. If those for the real ones, y'all remember that one.
You think they're gonna add like the manga stuff? Like 'cause
No. I
I
don't.
want Ultra Ego so bad.
Yeah, listen, you and everybody else, I'm sure, right? But let me give you guys a quick dose.
That could be a DLC, bro.
I'll get to it. I'm gonna give an ad warning for you guys. I don't have control of this. In 25 seconds, if you're not like a member, you're gonna get hit with an ad. I'm just letting y'all know. I don't know how long the ad is, so if you don't want to miss out on any discussion, just I'm just putting that out there for those that want to know. But either way, I'll say this: when it comes down to the manga characters, I said this in my reaction video, and I'll say it for you guys live right now. It would be very cool if they decided that in order to almost tease the super anime coming back, because obviously we're getting Daima, so that's not happening. It's already happening. If they were to later, and this is not gonna happen anytime soon, but later down the line, if they were to tease new characters coming, and the character was like Moro, for example, another character could be Ultra Ego Vegeta, right? Characters that we have not seen in the anime. Because let's face it, the way it works with these video games, guys, and it always happens, is that nobody from the manga makes a debut in any video game, and they don't have no merchandise until they are in the anime, whether it's in a movie or a TV show, something along those lines. That has to happen first, and no, Super Dragon Ball Heroes does not count. That is
Gohan Beast.
Gohan Beast. Yeah, he'll be in the game, 100%. 100%. He made the cut. Broly made the cut. I ain't got to worry about that. Jiren,
Orange Piccolo.
Orange Piccolo is in there. 100% made the cut. Black Frieza, not yet. He has not made that debut yet. So like this is what I'm saying. Manga characters would be amazing, and this would be even crazier if they decided to break that threshold and they were like, you know what? The fans are aware. People are going to be hype. Let's put them in the game anyway. That would be crazy, especially because they've been a thing for so long. Like, and people, I'm pretty sure people will get pissed because like, oh, how come they're not in Dokkan Battle? How come they're not in Legends? Well, you know, that's if they decided to change the way they go with how they do things. But this is just how it's been for years and years and years. This is the practice. The practice is if the character has not made an anime debut, they don't have toys, they don't have merchandise, they don't have video game inclusions. And at least at the official level, of course, you're going to have your people out there that they make their own 3D sculpture figures. They're going to make their own fake t-shirts, hoodies, merchandise, and all that kind of stuff. And then you have like the artists out there, you know, that they make their own stuff of characters that they know people like anyway. But that's on them, you know what I'm saying? That's not official work. So that's what I'm very confident that's still gonna remain, is they're going to basically just like keep it the way it is. But it would be really dope if they decided, like, you know, I mean, I'm sure like if there was a trailer for when Super comes back, or if they decide like they're gonna, you know, bring the anime back that's not Daima, like post Daima, post Z, everything like that, they're gonna eventually make their way to the game, and they're gonna make their way to all the games. Like I'm sure Xenoverse 2 is even gonna get these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like that game is gonna stay getting characters. Dokkan Battle is gonna get characters. Legend's gonna get these characters. Sparking Zero is definitely gonna get those characters. So, but yeah, and then Jared, you said earlier you were talking about Ultra Instinct. So like, I mean,
we saw him already, so I know he's gonna be in it. But like, I wanted him to show, but I guess they couldn't show it because they can't do Ultra Ego. So it's not like neck and neck. I mean, if they did it with like Evolution Blue,
they could have. Yeah, they could have done that.
I would have got fucking mobbed. Let's be real, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, you know what also it kind of gives me a little reminder. Like they showed Vegeta in his Ozaru form, the Great Ape Vegeta. I'm pretty sure if they have like Dragon Ball Goku, like Kid Goku from Dragon Ball, I'm pretty sure they'll give him the Great Ape form of that as well, which I guess would also apply to GT, which is crazy. But like, yeah, like we could get like that Golden Ape type shit again. You know what I'm saying?
Free Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yep. Yeah. Characters in the manga don't debut unless they're in the anime. It's just a fact of life. So, but yeah, let us know your characters that you're definitely trying to see, in Sparking Zero coming up very soon. And you know, we don't have a release date yet, but what you can do is you can wish list it now, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be available on everything. I didn't notice. Did you notice it was going to be on the Switch as well?
I think so. I think it's
Yo, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I see games available on the Switch, I always kind of like shrug.
no. It doesn't say. It says PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC.
Okay, perfect. Am I getting the Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash? Probably not.
It's a Storm clone.
It is a Storm clone, and yeah, I have no plans for that game. I've had no plans for that game. As far as right now, as far as like what I'm playing, it's been a lot of fighting games. I just came back from Frosty Faustings. I was competing in like Street Fighter 6, Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, Pokken Tournament, Project Plus. Had a great time. I'm sure we'll talk more about that on a future episode of the podcast. But yeah, no plans for Jujutsu Kaisen. Have been playing Power World though. Haven't played it since last week because, like I said, I've been gone all weekend, everything like that. MS says Monaka. That would be funny. Like Monaka. Do you remember Monaka? Monaka was
The pink guy.
yeah. Who's that pink motherfucker that like they made him seem like he was about to be like OD as shit, and he wasn't. He was just like they like lied about it, and he wasn't. He didn't do nothing. He felt like a filler character, I guess. I wouldn't be surprised if you forgot about Monaka, Brandon.
Sure did.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, hopefully the UI is better than. Oh yeah, someone earlier, I forget who it was. Let me see. Yeah, someone was talking about like the backgrounds, that said like they felt like the character models don't look like they necessarily fit. Like they look like they're different from how the backgrounds look, which is an interesting take, because I can understand like why they went with this type of like design choice, because like let's be honest guys, like how the hell are they gonna improve or make any of these anime games graphics look any better? You know what I'm saying? Like, and
It's crisp already.
yeah, like it's hella crisp as it is, right? So they don't really have to do much, but they added like a certain type of finessed polish that I really like. It looks really good and it stands out. Like you could tell it's different from any previous iteration, not even just within the Budokai Tenkaichi series, but just in any Dragon Ball or even any anime game for that matter. I mean, the only thing that's very vastly different is like Jump Force. Jump Force probably has like some of the most OD graphics for an anime game. So yeah. The backgrounds though, like the stages look crazy. So like I can understand if there's a little clashing, but still like I think they looked fucking sick. So Neil the one says the models look better than Xenoverse. That's OD. So yeah, I was gonna say that too. Big games like Mortal Kombat Fighters, Spark and Zero are best for consoles that are not Switch. So yeah, that's what I was trying to say before. Like anytime I see like anytime I see like the Switch is like one of the console choices for a game, I'm just like, yeah, that version's probably the worst one. Especially if you see a game that like looks good, it like runs, like it needs to like run decently so it can like play nice and smooth, fast frame rates, all that type of shit. Especially with fighting games, like where you have to have your inputs in check, like you have to have that execution down. Like you're not gonna want to play on the Switch version. I can tell you guys that right now. If at best, get it on the Xbox, get it on the PlayStation, hell, get it on Steam. I can imagine this game having mods. Bless you. I just thought of that. I'm pretty sure since this is going to be on Steam, I'd imagine that this game will have mods. That's another thing. You don't think Sparking will have local multiplayer? Yo, that would be a problem. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be that stupid. Like this is I'd imagine the budget for this game is a good one. I don't want to consider it like a AAA or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure they wouldn't go that far to make it something that isn't a, like something that doesn't have like a basic functionality. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of games, especially in the fighting genre, if you don't have local multiplayer, your game is almost essentially like dead in the water. Like I know a lot of things nowadays are online, but even that, like people are expecting the games to have rollback netcode. Will this have rollback netcode? I don't even know. Shout out to my man Jayante Sheridan. Thank you. But yeah, like that's the thing that people should be praying for. Aside from what characters you want to see, is the last thing I'll say. We'll move on to talk about DAIMA. Y'all need to pray that this game has great netcode. It needs to have rollback. All right? Because if it has rollback, then a lot more people are going to take this game a lot more serious. And that's saying a lot, just because this is within a genre of games that don't really see competitive play. And I'm always wondering, like, what anime game will break that mold, you know? And sometimes like people will like give certain ones a chance. Like I remember some tournaments where we're giving Jump Force a chance, giving My Hero 1's Justice a chance, but at the end of the day, they're usually like kusoge type games. If you don't know what that means, kusoge is essentially a term that's used to describe shitty games, but shitty games that people love playing. Is
Trash games like Shangri-La Frontier.
Oh well, yeah. You know what the funny thing is, I knew about that before I saw Shangri-La. But yeah, when I heard them say Kusoge and Shangri-La, I was like, yo, this show fucking gets it. I love that part. So yeah, like I said, I'm hoping for the best, but my realistic goggles will, you know, say otherwise. Like, you know, we'll probably, like, I hope that it's not treated like just any other thing that Bandai puts out, you know, because obviously they know that they have all these anime IPs they could pretty much do whatever with. They know that the anime fans are the ones, it's like they're always going to target that general audience that just watches the anime. They're not targeting people that are going to like try to make it competitive, at least not for a lasting period. These games come and go. They're basically they're shelf stockers. You know, they're stuffing stockers. These are the types of games that they come out and then they end up being like on sale like 2 months later. You know, $20 off. And this shit's about to be fucking $70. Don't forget that. This is new. This is next gen. This is current gen shit right here. So this game is gonna be $70. And let's not forget, there's a high chance, because it's Dragon Ball and it's a Budokai Tenkaichi sequel, they're going to have like collector's editions and shit. I would not be surprised if they had a big bundle box that has like some crazy statues in that shit.
That's gonna be like 120.
Go up a little more.
150 bundle. Collector's edition.
I honestly wouldn't put it past them if they had that shit at 200.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. So, all right. So Ant-Man's asking a general question. Save the general questions for after, when we get the main points of the topics here for tonight. So let's move on to DAIMA, so that way we could get into some other talks if you guys have some other questions for us. So DAIMA, let me get them thoughts, brother Ooch. What'd you think of that DAIMA trailer number 2 that was highlighting our boy Goku?
Not excited.
Damn. Well, so what was your impression? You saw him like, you know, you saw a bunch of what?
Not impressed.
Not impressed. All right, so we saw a bunch of new villain characters. It looks like Goku's gonna be on another planet. So I mean, it looks like he was fighting a monster towards the end, like he was gonna get swallowed up, very Dragon Ball-esque. You know, I mean, you don't think anything crazy? What did you think of the action that you saw? The power pole, the animation that was going on. You didn't have.
I don't want to see no fucking power pole, man. You know where we are in Dragon Ball right now, man? Come on. The fuck? Power pole. Why we going backwards? We just saw fucking Broly, Ultra Instinct, and we're going back to fucking power poles?
Yeah, not by choice.
Not impressed. It looks clean, but it's not impressed.
Okay. All right. What about you, IQ? What are your thoughts?
I was just like, all right. I was like, okay, this happening.
So in other words, you felt very indifferent about it. Like it didn't make you any more excited than you already are right now. Yeah, I can agree with that. So for me, I forgot
it was anime.
For someone like myself who's been trying to keep as much of an open mind as possible, this trailer only gave away more of what we can actually expect to see in this web series, which is exactly what people are, you know, joking about. You know, they're calling this GT2. They're calling this GT whatever, you know. And honestly, it kind of, the shoe fits. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bro,
go ahead.
that shit look more like a movie.
Well, I mean, that's the one plus side, is that the animation is if I'm getting this right, done by the same people that worked on the Broly film. So like the animation's gonna be crisped every episode, and you know, obviously there's not gonna be any room for faulty episodes. Like we're not gonna get like any of these poorly animated episodes to just release on us. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't gonna happen. Anything that we get is going to be fire as far as animation is concerned.
We should have put that budget into giving us what we actually want. Fuck.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Like, it makes me wonder like why they keep choosing to like do their own thing. Like it's almost like they are quite literally ignoring and not even paying attention to like what fans are saying, how they're reacting, how they're, you know, responding to how, you know, they are handling Dragon Ball as a whole.
Their customer service is a fucking -0.
That's crazy because that's not even a number.
below 0.
Okay, well that makes more sense. So another one says, they said no transformation in DAIMA, just hand-to-hand combat like OG Dragon Ball. I'd figure they went with this because some fans haven't seen the original Dragon Ball. That's like a good way to
That's an excuse.
Yeah, I figured you would think that. No. I mean, listen, it makes sense that it makes sense that they're doing this for a few reasons. One, they can. Like, actually, it's funny because I was, the last time I was in the gym with you guys and Nick was there, he was trying to talk to me about Dragon Ball Daima, and he was asking me like, why are they doing this GT shit? And I said, do you want the real answer? And he says yes. And I said, because they can. And he fucking walked away shaking his head because he did not like what I had to say, but it's the truth. Because they can. You know how popular Dragon Ball is? Do you know how much money they make off of this fucking thing? Think about it. Look at how they've been moving. We've talked about this plenty of times on the full episodes of the podcast, where I've said Dragon Ball is so popular they can literally experiment with it in whatever format they want. They can make a movie be CGI, 3D, which they kind of did. They can make a movie have OD animation from Shintani-san. They can literally make a show that everyone's screaming, bring back Super, bring back Super. And they said, nah, we're gonna make everybody kids again. They can do that because at the end of the day, everyone's gonna fucking watch it and eat it up. Now, I will say this. The way that they stop doing shit like that is if it bombs, like it tanks. And how that will happen is if the sales are low. The reception is shit. And I say the reception second because from how they operate, it doesn't really look like they pay any mind to, like, you know, feedback from fans at all. They know that Dragon Ball is Dragon Ball, and like it's like whatever happens, like they're like take it or leave it, and you know they know it's gonna sell. So yeah, like Ant-Man's comparing Dragon Ball as like the Jordan brand. Like they're gonna do that brand's gonna do whatever it wants, you know. They're gonna have some ugly shit.
I'm gonna do my own thing.
Yeah, on some Miles Morales type shit. But yeah, at the end of the day, they know people are going to buy it anyway because it's Dragon Ball. It has the namesake. So, unfortunately, that's the way that it is. But, like, in order for them to just not, for one, they'd have to pay attention to what fans want. Right now, it doesn't seem like that's what's happening. And that would obviously apply towards future towards like future projects. But thankfully, we have Akio Ioku with his own studio to handle all of the video game and animation projects going forward anyway. But that's for the future. So it's like post DAIMA, I'm pretty sure we will see more of what we actually want as it is, which is great. But that's, you know, for future projects. And, you know, and to add to the comment that was made about maybe they're doing this because they wanted to give people that haven't watched the original Dragon Ball some sort of flavor or some sort of taste towards that. What I say towards that is like, that could actually be very true. And it almost has me inclined to believe that maybe, and this is going to piss Brandon off, but maybe what they'll end up doing in the future is they'll actually have like a Dragon Ball remake where they'll reanimate like everything from Dragon Ball all the way through. Like, they're gonna do as much as they can to milk the shit out of not having to make anything else. Like, we're not gonna animate Super, the manga chapters. Like, we're not gonna do that yet. We're not gonna go beyond Z yet. But it's the fourth anniversary, guys. Oh shit, we're gonna remake Dragon Ball. Big celebration.
Fuck that anniversary, man.
Yeah, exactly. Like Ant-Man said it right there. Like, they're rebooting One Piece. Now that's fucking nuts. Just on the principle that One Piece is not even finished. Yo, you like that's crazy. That a show that's still ongoing is getting a reboot. But that's, I think, really cool anyway, despite it being like redundant. Because, like, you know, One Piece has been around for so long, but like a lot of people probably haven't started it. Like, I'm one of those folks. Like, I'm only like 44 chapters in. And it's gonna be One Piece Brotherhood, where it's no fillers. So I'd imagine the same thing could definitely happen for Dragon Ball, because guess what else sells? Nostalgia. It's gonna be a constant, you know, like, and it'll live on forever and ever. By the time we ever see those manga chapters get animated, shit, I don't even know. I don't know how much older we'll be. You know, it'll be crazy if this guy IQ Uch graduates from fucking college. If he graduates, we still have no new Super.
That's probably what's gonna happen.
That's
Lost hope.
Lost hope, huh? Yeah, lost hope. That is fucking crazy. Well, either way, I don't know. But yeah, as far as that trailer goes for DAIMA, yeah, I thought it was a good indication as to what we're gonna get, which is a very comical, down to earth, fun, and somewhat definitely adventurous with some action type of anime. It's gonna be very basic, you know. It's gonna be so basic to the point where it's just like, on the surface, I don't think we're gonna be able to call it a bad anime. But the people that are gonna call it are trash are gonna be people like Brother Ooch, that's just mad, that are like, this is a waste. We shouldn't be getting this. You
Waste of time.
Right, and that's those types of fans. Those are gonna be the ones that are gonna give it shitty reviews. But in reality, it's not gonna be a bad show at all. I can guarantee you that.
A 1 star.
You're gonna give it a 1-star Dragon Ball?
Animation fire. Shitty approach.
Yeah.
That's the deets.
Yeah.
The details.
So even though they said no transformations, a part of me feels like that's gonna be like a white lie. I feel like they're gonna save that for like the last episode. Like he goes Super Saiyan or something, at least. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they're gonna probably write it in the story where it's like they turned into kids and they have no access to their transformations. And if they use that word, you know what the first thing people are gonna be like? Oh, so they could go Ultra Instinct, right? Goku at least can go Ultra Instinct because that's not a transformation. But they're gonna probably be like, that doesn't count either, right? So, somebody's gonna get caught with their pants down literally in DAIMA, or Goku slaps to see who's men and women. Bro, if something like that happens, see, they can't do that. See, and that's the thing. OG Dragon Ball is OD for that. OD Dragon Ball, if you guys watch like the first like several episodes, it's fucking hilarious. Goku as a kid is the most OD character in anime history. Like he's actually really funny, and the humor and the comedy that exists in Dragon Ball is like it's almost like outdated in a sense, because you don't really see shit like that nowadays. So if you go watch that shit now, you're gonna be like, oh my god, like that's actually really funny. I don't think we're gonna see that again. I think those days are long gone, just because, you know, they're not trying to get canceled or whatever. Like they're not trying to like piss people off. But then again, who knows? Because they're not looking at what people think anyway.
I don't know.
Roshi was definitely a menace. That's also 100% facts. So, who knows? Any like last thoughts before we start wrapping this up and then start taking general questions from the chat, fellas? No?
Not really.
What do
Not
you
for DAIMA.
I will ask you this. What do you need to see from a DAIMA trailer in order for you to like be interested in watching it? And don't tell me they have to cancel it, because you wouldn't be watching it. That would defeat the purpose of the question.
I was gonna say the ending.
The trailer would have to show you the ending. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like the end.
That's
To the next.
oh,
Into
okay.
the next sequence. See what I'm saying?
All right, IQ. What about you? What would you? What would they have to show you for you to get to be like, oh yeah, like I'm actually excited to see this now.
I'm gonna need like, at least at the end, Dragon Ball Super 2 coming next month.
Okay, so similar to this guy. Wow.
No, mine's an immediate transition. Mine is, they show me the trailer and then just say it's over. Like it's wraps. We're going. You know,
So you want
you
this?
know, that
So
shit.
so you'd rather Dragon Ball Daima to just be this whole big ruse where it's like, psych, this isn't actually, like, we're kidding. This is one long ass April Fool's joke. Daima actually means super in another fucking language or some shit like that. And yeah, that's what you want. And then it's actually the next like manga shit or anything past that.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Yeah. So there's gonna be blood. We'll see about that. It's probably not gonna be intense. I don't think. Imagine if that shit was actually, if it actually went crazy like that. But yeah, I don't know. So, all right, guys, before we wrap up, we'll give you guys a few minutes to ask us whatever you guys want that doesn't have anything to do with what we were just talking about with Sparking Zero or Daima. I'm actually going to scroll back a little bit to see. Oh, yeah, so Ant-Man did say, should Piccolo and Gohan be the defenders of Earth while Goku, Vegeta, and Broly explore? I feel like we talked about that a long time ago. Brother Uj, how do you want to answer that?
So, I didn't watch episode 4.
No, not that. What I just said.
I was looking at comments. Oh shit.
Oh my god. Let me read it again. I said, should Piccolo and Gohan be the defenders of Earth while Goku, Vegeta, and Broly explore?
I wouldn't trust Gohan with anything.
That's fucking funny. All right. Well, that's fair enough. IQ, how do you answer that?
I mean, Gohan ain't gonna protect anything. He's gonna protect his intellect.
Wow. Interesting.
And Piccolo can do whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Earth ain't gonna get anything if, you know, the main focus is somewhere else.
That is true, because honestly, like, the way Dragon Ball has always been written is that whoever is the threat, they always go towards wherever, like, Goku's at. And
Yeah.
they always try to take them out. So it's like, if you remove Goku and Vegeta, and I guess effectively Broly as well, like, if we're to follow that path, then yeah, like, that's actually what's gonna happen. They're gonna just be like, Earth is gonna be fine. They'll be living in peace, and then we'll have like World Tournament Gohan all over again. like 7 years post Cell.
Yeah.
So we watched Solo Leveling episode 4. I actually didn't. I didn't have I didn't get a chance to. I was gonna try to watch it today, but I didn't have a chance because, like I said earlier, I came back from Chicago for this Frosty Faustings event for like some fighting games. Did some commentary, and I was playing in some of the brackets. And then when I got home, I basically just recorded the reactions for both the trailers, which I have to edit throughout the week, find time to do that to release them. And yeah, I haven't had a chance, so I will soon. I feel like if Dragon Ball really dies, if Goku is killed off permanently, moving on from him, but is Toei afraid of that? Yeah, I think they are, because Goku is like the main character. You know, like, you know, people have like these headcanon situations where like they see the younger generational characters like taking the mantle. And even though there have been moments in the series that those characters do get some shine and limelight, it always falls back on Goku either way, at some point, one way or another. No matter how no matter how you want to slice it. You know, Gohan had his time and his shine. Goten and Trunks also did effectively, you know, for a little bit. But in some way, shape, or form, Goku is always that guy. And that's just how it is. That's just how it goes. I mean, they wrote him as a kid in GT because Toei wanted to continue it when Toriyama was like, nah, I'm done. Like, if y'all want to continue, go ahead. They wanted to follow that Kid Buu shit with some adventure shit, and it failed. Japan didn't care. Like, the audience did not care. So I guess you can say that they are afraid to just kill him off permanently. Like, I feel like they probably don't. They don't. It's not. I don't even think it's a confidence thing. I just feel like they wouldn't consider it Dragon Ball if you don't have Goku involved.
They don't even need to do that. What they need to fucking do is give us what, you know, we know from the manga. That's all they need to fucking worry about right now. They don't even have to worry about Goku's death.
Yeah, I know. Like they can, like, you know, you see how One Piece is written? It's like, come on. Like, they can stretch that shit out. Like, they don't need to follow aging as if, like, you know, every day that passes by, they get older too. Like, they can stretch that shit out for as long as they want. Like, you know, as long as it's written well and they have enough stories to tell, they can go as slow as they want with how old characters end up getting and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just have to be strategic. It really doesn't take that much brain power to do it. So let's see. What's your dream car? Mine is a 1984 El Dorado Cadillac. My dream car, this is probably going to sound weird, but the first car that I ever got was a Jeep Grand Cherokee 4x4 from like 2001. And it was blue. Now, for those that know me, know that I'm a big fucking Power Rangers fan. So I used to call that motherfucker Mountain Blaster. Shout outs to Turbo, right? Fucking right? So and I don't have that car anymore. It had like it was on its last limbs, last wheels, I guess you could say. Many years ago. Rest in peace to my man Mountain Blaster, right? If I could ever have Mountain Blaster again, that would hit me right here, not gonna lie. Because that was my first car. But other than that, it would probably be like like Red Lightning or some shit like that. Is more Power Ranger references. Yeah, I don't know. What about you guys?
I don't even know. I just want a good car with good mileage, good gas.
That's such a smart answer.
Yo, inflation going up.
You don't even have to worry about
I just finished driver's ed. You know, I'm starting to drive.
Yeah. Yo, you're so smart. It's so funny. Like
That inflation.
he said, he's like, inflation's going up, man. I just want a good car.
I love it. Like the Japanese cars, like the Subaru, Nissan.
Yeah,
all
yo,
them.
that hey man,
The
they're good
Hondiski.
brands. Yeah,
The Hondiski.
the Hondiskis, Hondi's nuts. Let's see. Are you guys gonna watch The One Piece? Is that
The one.
the Netflix adaptation or what? I'm not too sure. Or is that like the reboot that they're doing? Either way, if it is the reboot, I would love to. Yes. If it's the Netflix version, not quite, because I'd like to get to a further point in the manga so that like whatever I would see, I'm not like I would expect it or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to watch something that gets further than where I'm currently at with the story since I've actually started it, you know? Like I want to see how it originally is before I see like what an adaptation does to it, if that makes sense. What about you guys? You going to watch, you know, the new One Piece, John, if it comes out?
I need to catch up to original One Piece.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, if it's the reboot, I mean, you could just watch
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I mean, probably like if it's like weekly, and then yeah.
Yeah. Yo, imagine if they Netflix that shit. They're like, all right, here's season 1. Boom.
Nah, then I can't watch that. If it's all in one.
No, they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna give us like 100 episodes in one shot. That would be fucking crazy.
All in one is crazy.
Did you read the manga? We finally get to see what we want to see. You know what? I actually haven't yet. Did you guys see the new chapter yet?
Of what, One Piece?
No. Dragon Ball Super.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I'm going to try my best to read it by the next time we record. So that way I can at least talk to you guys about what happens. Since, I mean, I know you would probably read it. I know fucking Brandon's not going to fucking read it.
Yo, I'm still on Moro.
Yo, with all the time that you have, you be killing mangas, bro, left and right. Just fucking catch up.
But like, I don't know, like, I'd rather read Shangri-La. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, whatever, man. Let's see. Oh, have we seen the trailer of the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender? I have not. That's a good reminder. I should react to that if I have time. I hear good things though. You're on episode 8 of One Piece. That's what's up. If I ever read and watched One Piece, how much should I read before I watch it? That's an IQ question.
I mean, like, if you got time, just watch it. But like, I'm reading it because it's mad long.
Right.
But like, if you one of those, you can like read the manga and then watch it.
Word. Yo, Jonte said he watched. He's watching since he read it all already. That's fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
That is amazing. I should. You know what's funny? Like we should have some sort of reward system at FPP. Like if you've read all of One Piece or you've like read some other shit that's like long as hell or watched on that hell episodes, like you should get some like award, like some like recognition. Like, yup, I have that. You know, it's like an achievement. You know what I'm saying? Blunk. Pops up.
Congratulations.
Yep. But yeah, all right, guys. It looks like that's all the time that we have for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's live edition of the Full Power Podcast. We'll be back again next week around the same time, 9 or 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. So again, make sure you guys are hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button with the bell for all the notifications to when we go live or when a new episode drops, a new short drops. So keep on supporting. We'll keep on thriving with y'all Ozarus out there. And keep it locked, loaded right here on this channel. Stay safe, stay clean, and stay the hell inside. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.